I don't know who told you that you're in charge of my feelings, but it's not, it doesn't, it physically doesn't work that way.
Right.
Reality doesn't have room for that.
Mm-hmm.
These are drawings of boundaries. I draw this over and over. This was the first one I ever made. The yellow is a public space that they both are in. That's a bar. And so it's okay for the guy to start talking to the girl. But then when she says, no, don't do that anymore, she's exerting a new boundary. And if he continues to do it, that's a boundary violation.
Mm-hmm.
So what you are doing when you tell me what should be in my feelings is, hang on, I have to make a new one. There you go. You're thought policing. You're taking your perceptions and feelings on the inside.
Right,
telling
but
me
the biggest reason why that happens in today's society is because a man's opinion is looked at as suboptimal. It's like if you don't agree with the worst version of any woman, then you're automatically in the wrong if you're a man. And he used the word thought police, which I think is very interesting because there's a book called 1984 by George Orwell, where they literally have thought police. And you can go to jail for a thought crime. Now, I'm not saying that's the position that we're in with men and women, but you could make the argument that's the position we're in with the government. Now, I'm not saying that's true. I'm just saying if someone was to make a YouTube video talking about that, I would probably tune in and listen because they might be spitting some facts. But it's 100% true. You don't get to say, well, these are my feelings. This is my truth. These are my boundaries. But also, you should feel this way. You should think like this. And the truth is that you can't have one without the other, unless you completely dehumanize the other side.
They should also be mine, and you don't get to do. There you go. You're thought policing. You're taking your perceptions and feelings on the inside and telling me that they should also be mine, and you don't get to do that. Mm-hmm. So you can tell people not to do bad things to you. Like, for example, don't play music when I'm trying to sleep, but you cannot take your feelings and say, stop liking music. You are not the police of how I feel.
And I think it was Jordan Peterson who said, you know who runs the society when you realize that people you're not allowed to criticize. The people that you're not allowed to criticize without there being any criticism on you're criticizing their behavior, that you know who you're allowed, who runs the country. You know what I'm saying?